3D documentary-style videos like this are blowing up online.
This is the CEO of the parent company of Trader Joe's and Aldi. He has just finished work and is heading home for the day. Parked next to him is a Mercedes 280, the same model his boss is driving.
Normally, videos like this take full animation teams, weeks of rendering, and plenty of sleepless nights to finish. But after countless hours of testing, trial and error, I figured out how to replicate this exact style in just minutes, using only one tool in my keyboard.
It all began in a dimly lit room. 4 men huddled around a whiteboard, tracing arrows and floor plans, convinced they could pull it off. From the outside, they looked calm, but every detail was a step deeper into the point of no return. With the plan set, they slipped into the car, duffel bags on their laps, masks ready, and silence hanging heavy in the air. The city lights blurred past.
You won't need a massive team, months of experience, or endless hours in 3D software. The app that finally let me pull this off is called OpenArt, and that's exactly what we'll use today. If you want to try it along with me, there's a link in the description. Once you sign in, the homepage looks like this, and the first place we're heading is the left-hand side menu where you'll see the image option. The very first thing the app asks for is a prompt. My best shortcut? Use ChatGPT. I just had my documentary idea at the bottom of a structured template, also linked below. For this demo, my concept is a bank robbery. ChatGPT instantly gave me a 5-scene plan. Scene 1, planning the heist. Scene 2, driving to the bank. Scene 3, the robbery itself. Scene 4, getting caught by the police. And Scene 5, the group inside a jail cell. That's all we need to get moving. Later, we'll use ChatGPT again for the voiceover script. But for now, let's just grab that first prompt, copy it, and drop it into OpenArt to generate our first image. You might wonder why we're starting with images when the end goal is video. Simple. Our video generator needs a strong reference frame to keep the look consistent across every shot. Inside OpenArt, you'll see a few settings above the prompt box. The most important is the model selection. For this project, we'll be using a model called Imagen 3, built by Google. It's designed for realistic 3D renders, making it perfect for a documentary vibe. Once you pick it, you'll notice some of the other options disappear, keeping things simple. Paste your prompt, set the aspect ratio to 16:9 for YouTube, and generate multiple images so you've got variety to choose from. And just like that, OpenArt spits out a batch of images. Honestly, they look great. The characters are in hoodies, the mood feels gritty and real, and it nails that crime documentary look. The second image feels a little off from the prompt, but the third one is spot on, so that's the one I'll keep. From there, I grab the second scene prompt from ChatGPT, repeat the process, and within minutes, I've got the next key shot. Now, some of these images don't match perfectly. The characters might look slightly different, but overall, they're close enough to keep consistency. For scene 3, the actual robbery, I drop in the prompt, hit create, and the images come out solid on the first try. One quick tip, sometimes ChatGPT adds too many details in the prompts. If your results look messy, just simplify the wording before running it again. By the 4th scene batch, everything looks good, except one shot where the cops weirdly resemble our main characters. It happens. The AI also sometimes shifts backgrounds too much. If that happens, just tell ChatGPT to lock the location for consistency. Luckily, one of the final outputs came out perfect, so I went with that. Finally, for the last scene, the group in a jail cell, I got exactly what I needed. The atmosphere, the characters, everything lined up perfectly. But to really sell the documentary feel, one image per scene isn't enough. We'll need different camera angles. That's where things get fun. To pull this off, I asked ChatGPT to generate 2 extra camera angles per scene. Instead of rewriting the whole story, it just gives me short angle instructions. Then I use OpenArt's Flux Dev model. This one lets you upload your original image as a reference. So the AI builds new angles that still match the exact look of your first shot. For example, I uploaded the planning scene image, then added an angle prompt. The AI gave me a close-up of a character's arm with all the details from the whiteboard still intact. Same vibe, new angle. I did the same with the next scene. The AI recreated the room and the characters, but shifted the perspective. Suddenly, it feels like real film footage instead of a single still image. I built out variations for each scene this way. That way, once we put it all together, we're not stuck with static shots. We've got multiple perspectives, just like an actual documentary. Now let's move on to turning them into videos. On the left-hand side of OpenArt, click Video. You'll see an interface similar to the image section. Choose Image-Based Video. For this style, the model I recommend is Kling 2.1. It handles details well and gives you a cinematic look. If you want something ultra-realistic, there's Google V3, but that one's pricier. For now, Kling works great. I drag in my first image, the shot of the crew at the table, set the duration to 5 seconds, quality mode to master, and keep the prompt subtle. Just ask for small character movements in a slow camera pan. Click Create, and once the render is done, the results look incredibly lifelike. The characters move slightly, hands shift, the camera glides smoothly, nothing breaks, no glitches, no extra faces. Everything feels alive, but still clean and realistic. To take it further, I tried the car scene. This time I told the AI to move the camera as if it were floating through the car, revealing each character one by one. The result feels straight out of a movie. Lights flash outside the windows, the chauffeur turns the wheel, and the camera glides naturally through the scene. It's cinematic, immersive, and surprisingly polished. With all the video scenes ready, the final piece is narration. ChatGPT already has context from our prompts, so I asked it to draft a documentary-style script. You can write your own if you prefer, but this saves time. I cleaned it up a little, then dropped it into 11 Labs to generate the voiceover. Inside 11 Labs, you just paste in your script, pick a voice, and hit generate. They've got tons of options: male, female, young, old. For my project, I chose the grandpa-style voice. It added that eerie, dramatic tone that fits a crime documentary perfectly. Once it's generated, you can preview it, make tweaks if needed, then download it as an MP3. With that done, we've got all the pieces: video clips, multiple camera angles, and narration. For editing, I used CapCut, but any editor works. Just drag in your clips, arrange the scenes, stack the angles, and drop in the voiceover. Then add some moody background music to tie it together.
It all began in a dimly lit room. 4 men huddled around a whiteboard, tracing arrows and floor plans, convinced they could pull it off. From the outside, they looked calm, but every detail was a step deeper into the point of no return. With the plan set, they slipped into the car, duffel bags on their laps, masks ready, and silence hanging heavy in the air. The city lights blurred past their windows, each mile pushing them closer to the crime that would define them. The bank erupted in chaos, guns drawn, orders shouted, and terrified hostages forced to the ground.
So if you want to create your own documentary-style videos like this, try OpenArt using the link in the description.